Hello there, my name's Card. I'm a long-time progressive community organiser and activist, and today I just want to briefly talk about a reactionary dog whistle that's been around for a while now, as well as what it really means, who's using it, and why. For those who might not know, in politics, a dog whistle is a word, a phrase, or a symbol which seemed perfectly innocent and innocuous to most people, but which really communicates a more sinister hidden message to those in the know. Additionally, there will also be a playlist of videos of mine, linked at the top of the description, which goes into detail about all sorts of reactionary dog whistles and how to spot them. Today specifically, I wanted to talk about frogs, frog iconography, and a particular cartoon frog named Pepe specifically, and how this Pepe the Frog character has become a large part of contemporary reactionary aesthetics, particularly in online spaces. In short, Pepe the Frog was originally a central character of an indie comic called Boys Club by the artist Matt Fury, which premiered in 2005. Here's what he looks like. In the comic, Pepe represented a sort of asocial positivity. He chose to live a lifestyle that was really gross and off-putting to most, but not out of overt maliciousness, but rather more so out of a lack of caring about the opinions of others. And despite the fact Pepe lived this gross, sedentary life, he remained pretty happy throughout. About 3 years into the run of this comic, around 2008, users of the image board 4chan discovered Pepe and Boys Club, and he became a very popular subject of image macro edits and reaction images on the site. Interestingly, many users on 4chan reinterpreted the Pepe character in a lot of subtle but meaningful ways. They preferred to see him not as embodying an asocial positivity, but as a decidedly antisocial one that is overtly hostile to the world and the people around him for one reason or another. Edits of the Pepe character have remained popular on the site for close to 2 decades now, as have larger derivative works based off of the frog's likeness and this reimagined version of his personality. To this day, Pepe is perhaps the single most recognisable and enduring meme to come from the site. This is a typical representation of the Pepe character as redrawn by 4chan's users. Furthermore, 4chan, as well as many other image boards, started incorporating many other pieces of frog iconography into the visual language of their meme subculture in the run-up to the 2016 US presidential election. The many original redrawings of Pepe as their own characters with specific iconographical meanings, which all took off around this time, are examples of this, as is the online alt-right's appropriation of Kek, a minor ancient Egyptian fertility deity often represented as a frog. The use of specific frog images waxes and wanes in popularity among the online image board-centric right wing, but frogs in the abstract remain a constant visual signifier in their communities, and this reimagined Pepe is the most common visual representation of their use of frogs. To this day, online reactionaries will still use photos of frogs and drawings of frogs and frog emojis as a means to covertly signal their beliefs to one another in art and on social media, displaying these things, as is often the case with mimetic dog whistles, in their usernames or somewhere on their profiles where their presence will not be understood by most. Pepe in particular may be the most visual recognisable piece of 4chan iconography, but his specific iconographical associations with reactionary thought may still easily skate past a lot of people online. To that end, if you happen to see people online or elsewhere invoking frog iconography, and especially Pepe the Frog specifically, seemingly all apropos of nothing, now you might just know the reason why. It's likely something they've picked up from the very reactionary side of the internet, perhaps even without fully appreciating its use by actual avowed neo-Nazis. So, for the sake of keeping yourself and your spaces safe, please just keep it in mind. It's always good to be able to recognise alt-right messaging and signalling like this, so you can spot it, denounce it, explain why it's wrong and bad to others, and remove the people posting this sort of stuff. That's all I have to say today. I hope it helps. Once again, my name's Card. If you might want to hear more from me, especially more about emerging or obscure reactionary dog whistles and how to spot them, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube page, or just take a look at my other videos. Either way, goodbye for now, and stay safe out there.